Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Potentially the last regular video. And we are in the lair of the Shadow Broker. No longer Larry, actually. But we still have some dossiers to read through. And in fact, I checked and there are some new entries in the previous in the previous categories that we have already gone through. But existing records don't get altered, only new records are added. So I think there's nothing here. I believe there's nothing here. Yeah. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. But we have this. Garrus Vakarian. Last text exchange before Omega-4 relay jump. Garrus Vakarian. Location Normandy SR2. Solana Vakarian. Location Palaven. This is not how you write Palaven. It's with an E. Garrus. Hey, glad I caught you. Just about to head to bed. Late my time. Where are you? Come on, you know I can't tell you that. Not a secure channel. Oh, please, Garrus. You don't have to be all secretive. Ilium? Give it up, soul. You're one to talk. Still playing as Spectre even after all these years. How's Mom? Last round of treatments didn't go so well. Damn it. We may try an off-world center. Some Solarian doctors have something that might work. It's not covered though. Of course not. I can pay for the treatments. That's a nice thought. I could really use you here though. I can't. How much for the first round? Forget it. I can pay. Sure you can. You lost your seasick job, and what about that contract job you were doing up until recently? Yeah, it ended badly. So don't give me more garbage about how you're going to help. You obviously can't help, or won't bother. Damn it, you haven't even bothered to sync up for video chat since you lost that damn job. If you're ashamed to look me in the eye, then why are we even talking? Go have your fun doing merc work or screwing around or whatever. Just don't act like you care. You're right, Soul. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Things are rough with Mom. The Solarians are expensive as hell. I wish I could help. I'm going on a trip. Might be away from the relays for a while. Another pleasure cruise. You know me. Send me something nice. I'll be in touch when I can. Yeah, that's before the Omega-4 relay jump. So basically he did not want to call anyone after the last job, aka after getting scarred. Last mail message received before Omega-4 relay jump. Mr. Vakarian, on behalf of Helios Medical Institute, I would like to thank you for your efforts. It has been understandably difficult to get collector tissue, given the sensitive situation on the human colonies, so the samples you sent to us have been extremely helpful. Please also offer my sincere thanks to Dr. Solis. I understand he made some calls to the Special Task Group, and as a result, our corporate security clearance was upgraded. Your concern about Corpalis syndrome is well-founded. While rare, it's an ugly disease. The neurological degeneration is both difficult to witness and nearly impossible to halt. We are in fact working on some test trials for a new treatment, and I believe that with our new SDG clearance, we can get all fees for trial members waived as a governmental cooperation effort with the Turian hierarchy. Thank you again for your assistance. Donations like these help keep us running. Per your request, we will keep your donations strictly anonymous. Sincerely, Dr. Jelith Kieran, Helios Medical Institute. Okay, so that is how he is trying to help their mother. And that's the syndrome that she apparently has. And I believe there's nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. No news on Cerberus. No news on Captain Bailey. No news on Arya. No news on Anderson. But we have not went through these two. And I was expecting that they would update the picture with Hackett's actual face after you're done with the Arrival DLC. But apparently no, there's not as close interaction with it as I thought. Commanding officer of the Alliance Navy's 5th Fleet, worked with Commander Shepard before destruction of the Normandy SR-1. A deep cover operative is scheduled to replace his current aide in 2 months. From Major Caleb Antella to Admiral Stephen Hackett. Subject, taking action on Commander Shepard's return. Sir, we've confirmed sightings of Commander Shepard on Omega, and that the commander is now working for the terrorist organization Cerberus. Several Alliance officials have let it be known that they consider it crucial that we interrogate humanity's first Spectre on his apparent desertion of the Alliance and the Citadel. If we bring Shepard in now, we can gather an account of the commander's past 2 years without being pressured by the galactic media to leak potentially sensitive data. In light of this, I am officially requesting that you rescind your orders against Alliance contact with Shepard. Rest assured, our department is dedicated to the commander's safety. Provided that Shepard is cooperative in furnishing us with a detailed report of his previous whereabouts and current work for Cerberus, we anticipate releasing him from Alliance custody no later than 5 to 7 months from acquisition. Respectfully awaiting your reply, Major Antella, Department of Internal Naval Affairs. From Admiral Stephen Hackett to Major Caleb Antella, subject, retaking action on Commander Shepard's return. Major Antella, request denied. Hackett. Yeah, no. Shepard's not going into Alliance custody for working with Cerberus yet. But all in due time. And lastly, we have the Shadow Broker itself. Classified. Mail Archive. To Shadow Broker, from Operative Kechlu. Per your request, we've landed on the Yag homeworld and captured a specimen for your studies. We actually had to kill several of them before finding this one, which seemed interested in leaving the planet. Hopefully this means he's more tractable. I do recommend caution, however. These creatures may indeed be valuable shock troops or bodyguards, but their savagery puts even the Krogan to shame. As near as we can tell, it's part of their culture. They're not simple brutes like most Krogan. The one we've got is learning nearly as fast as a Solarian. He could be more dangerous than you realize. To Operative Kechlu, from Shadow Broker. If you're reading this, my young friend, then you've eliminated the former Operative Kechlu and have taken his position. These past few months have seen you learn and grow at a rate I would never have credited had I not seen to it personally. You already understand 17 languages without translator assistance, and your political predictions have bettered some of my best agents. As Kechlu, you will command strike teams to gather intelligence and neutralize potential threats. Remember your training. Losing your temper costs you that priceless mind of yours, as well as the loyalty of your men. The Shadow Broker leads those who look for secrets. He must be trusted by his men so that he can in turn trust them. Gathering knowledge is a holy task, one I'm sure you understand, as you wanted to be off your homeworld so badly to see what wonders awaited you out there. Please provide an update on all operations, Kechlu. and know that I am proud of you. To all, so it's a broadcast, from Shadow Broker. Remove Operative Kechlu immediately. He is too dangerous to leave alive. Engage only with numerical superiority. Otherwise, change all access codes and observe only. Provide no information. Kechlu must not be allowed any further access to... message ends. To all, from Shadow Broker. Operative Kechlu is no longer a problem. Discontinue code changes and resume normal activity. I want a status report on all operations by the end of the next solar day. Shadow Broker out. Yep, so indeed, the Yag replaced the previous Shadow Broker. Also, seemingly by assassination. It's interesting that it was recruited as an operative in the Shadow Broker's organization. So that is all of the dossiers that we had. Interestingly enough, this also gives us a codex entry on the Yag. So let's read through that. The Yag are a race of massive apex predators from the world of Parnak, whose rise to sentience in no way blunted their violent nature. A group of Yag is unable to cooperate until a single leader has been determined through either social maneuvering or brute force, but no grudges are held once a Yag establishes dominance. Former rivals serve their new superior's purpose with unflinching loyalty and relentless determination, a legacy of their origin as pack species. Their 8 eyes are another sign of their hunter ancestry. All 4 pairs are geared toward tracking down and predicting the movements of prey. Sophisticated and keenly developed sensitivity to movement and light have made Yags masters at reading body language, regardless of species. Much to their short-lived chagrin, the Council's first contact teams discovered it was nearly impossible to lie to the Yag. Or chagrin? The Yag had technology equivalent to 20th century Earth standards when they were discovered by the Council in 2125. The Council's ambassadors approached the Yag as friends and allies instead of subordinates, a baffling sign of contempt from newcomers on Parnak. The Yag attacked when it became apparent that the alien diplomats stubbornly considered themselves sovereign people instead of new underlings. Parnak remains off limits by order of the Council, which fears that the Yag's size, aggression, and obsession with control make them poorly suited for integration into Galactic's community. So pretty smart, but quite brutal. And diplomacy is no way to deal with them, apparently. Alright, so that is all from the Lair of the Shadow Broker DLC. All we have left now for the regular content is to go through our last hub worlds and get all of the different items that we have not yet bought. And I think we have enough credits for everything. Make sure to feed the fish. You might only need to feed the fish before every major mission, but still, I don't want to take chances of not feeding the fish. Alright, so let's go back. Actually, I wonder, just to make sure. So I have 340,009 credits. So what happens if you run out of fuel? Let's go out of the boundaries of the Hourglass Nebula. Yeah, that's the boundaries. Trying to leave. The nebula.
We have no fuel. An emergency FTL jump is necessary to reach a fuel station.
Okay. So, this is what happens, apparently. You get transported to the place with mass relay, and apparently you lose some resources, but not credits. And I don't really care much about losing resources. So in fact, this is better than having to buy a lot of fuel, if you don't want to lose credits. But looks like I have enough credits for everything as well. So, let's go to Ilium. Purchase decorations for your cabin at stores across the galaxy. Indeed. I'll take Jacob and Kasumi. Oh man, we can spend squad points. And what we have left is to buy some things.
Tired of training employees only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps IndentureTech can help. The leading provider of cutting-edge indentured service, IndentureTech can provide contract guarantee labor for any technical area. Contact IndentureTech today. You've been a slave to your employees for
A ton of immediate charity business, followed by a freeze as new colony plans dry up. Just watch. Sell!
Towers, traffic, lights, and Asari everywhere you look. I thought about living here for a while, but everybody's so tight-ass. It's all about money to these people. I do what I do for the love of it. These people do it because they don't know any better.
Alright.
There we go. Run away, you bastards. Give up your colony plans.
Are you a Quarian
Whoa.
or Volus who is tired of being passed over?
Windows, what are you doing? Welp. Welcome back, in a way. So, the game crashed. Not only that, but when I tried to record the game again, it didn't record. So I had to replay a bit. And this is the actual save that I wanted to load. It's not exactly where we left off, but I'm upstairs from the main plaza of Nosastra. I figured before we leave, I also want to show Jacob's conversation here. That, and I also don't remember if I talked to the bartender.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex.
That's buggy. And also, there's no option for buying drinks.
Just looking around.
Pleasure as always.
But yes, so if you buy the mystery drink... Forget if I showed this one off already or not. Also, that is an incredibly incorrect image. When I tried that in the previous recording, it was also an incorrect image, but it was a different image.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just cleaned the bar.
What's it like being an Asari matriarch?
Pretty much like being anything else. My parents had it more interesting than I did.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. Their ships were hanging bare-assed in space when Saren started shooting. If not for you humans, we would have bought it right there. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was coming and they didn't want to hear it.
Yep. The appearance of the bartender changes quite a bit. Doesn't look like a matriarch anymore.
Thanks for telling me about that.
Pleasure as always.
Also,
The Asari are how advanced? And this is what they do with it? Money is still power. Same old, same old.
I prefer Omega. At least they're honest about what they do there.
Miranda doesn't agree. But alright. Let's go finish off what I wanted to finish, which is buying everything that we still have left to buy.
The rock story of Nasana Dantius has come to a tragic end as the businesswoman was killed in her office while police have no formal
If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain...
And let's hope we don't crash again, game. Hey. I'm pretty sure it's Windows that's causing the game to crash, though. Seriously.
bad luck on the stock market, debt piling up. Perhaps you need to explore other options.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus Systems are great for business.
So here we have...
You're sure gateway weapons and
nothing.
armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah,
Maybe a shirt. Or a card. Helium. Hey, you're blue shifting already. That's funny, right? Asari skin color and the Doppler effect?
Dad, just get her anything. Or don't.
I need to get her something. A memento.
But this is what we want. The Project Paddlefish. Flat blue fish known for their odd locomotion and feeding habits. For 6666. And that's it. So now we can just go back.
What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
why not? Every Asari has biotics. For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible.
Recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical
And the only place that now we have left
please return your system to an authorized dealer for a refund or for credit toward the exciting new Koros brand radiation personal defense weapon. Customer safety is important, and Koros remains committed to providing the best radiation-based solutions on the market. Koros, a division of El Costco.
is Tuchanka, in fact.
How can you short sell on prefabs after these human colony attacks? They're going to see a ton of business.
NavaCorp has been implicated in a massive financial scandal, with authorities investigating a number of trading irregularities. NavaCorp executives did not immediately respond to requests for clarification.
Moving to the Normandy SR2. Looking much better than it used to. And of course, before we go to Tuchanka, once things are done loading, thank you. To the Krogan DMZ. Before we land on Tuchanka, of course, we need to go to our cabin and feed the fish. Okay, so now we have these fish. says that they have odd feeding habits, but they don't seem to be all that odd to me. They are just fish feeding habits. But okay. The fish have food. That's the important part. And then let's go to Tuchanka. Because there we have a few things to do. Not that many, but a few. Taking the shuttle. It's interesting that on Ilium you can actually land with the entire Normandy, but to Tuchanka you need to take the shuttle. And on the Citadel you also land with the full thing, but then the Citadel doesn't have that much gravity, I guess. Jacob and Grunt. This is Jacob's power hour. Alright, let's go.
Solarians, too. Those little bastards, they're so smart.
As usual, Jacob does have something to say. But first...
What are the children?
First, let's go buy things from Ratchet's wares. So we have stabilization gauntlets, heavy damping gauntlets. Armac's arsenal added microharmonic oscillators to reduce stress on the kinetic barriers, ensuring suit integrity when faced with oncoming projectiles. Increase shields by 5%. Death Mask. This one is interesting. Developed by Tyrael Advanced Communications Corporation, TAC, the Death Mask not only offers exceptional protection, but also includes an advanced audio processing package that allows unprecedented clarity and resonance for spoken communication. Increases negotiation bonus by 10%. This would be really useful, but it also requires you to wear this silly helmet. So that's why I didn't use it before. Symmetric Defense Layer, offering increased protection where it's needed most. Rosenkov Materials' proprietary coating process increases stopping power of standard ceramic armor. Increases health by 5%. And Shield Harness, a series of ultra-efficient storage cells designed by Armac's Arsenal to augment the existing power in the operation of the wearer's kinetic barrier. Increases shields by 5%. So all these not terribly useful, but hey, now I have them. Next, of course, we want to do some gambling in the pits. Final bets on Earths. How many rounds will it
Put down
last?
some real money, human.
Make a bet for Earths. The answer is 0. Yeah.
Ignore them, bro. They're not worth it. Don't touch anything.
So, now here in the hospital, we have the talk to Jacob option.
These Krogan never die. In the face of all this, they just keep going.
That's what we do. Stay alive no matter what. No matter who.
Wish I had that kind of stamina. Glad I don't need it.
I like how that was synchronized with Jacob sort of looking worried.
He fought well. Soon he'll fight again.
Poor guy.
Soon he'll fight again, poor guy. But there's nothing in Fortag's database. Game, stop that. So, that is everything.
These things will last long. This Baron could track you anywhere on the planet.
The last thing that we need to do is just to get back to the Normandy. And we are right on time as well. The very, very last thing I want to do before I finish the video is to reposition the Normandy, because if you recall from the Arrival DLC, in the end we do have some business on Earth as well. So let's go to the local cluster, which is right next to the Krogan DMZ. And finish off here in Earth. Of course, we cannot actually do anything in this game, but this is a pretty good place to leave off. So that will be all for now, and next time I will just say my final thoughts. See you all then. Later.